All right, guys, this is our last ed puzzle. Yay! On what we're going to be covering is number of solutions. So when I think of number of solutions, I would love for you guys to actually draw this out. It's going to be a tree map in your notebook, real quick, and we're going to go ahead and there's going to be 3 branches, okay? And the top of this is going to say number of solutions, okay? And the choices for numbers of solutions, it's going to be the one we did a lot of, infinite solutions, one solution, only one answer, or no solutions. Okay, so draw this out in your thinking map. Now, as we keep doing this, we're going to have infinite solutions. I'm going to write an equation that would be infinite. So if I said 5x plus 10 equals 5, and go ahead and write that equation out. I know it doesn't look the neatest, but do the best you can. And when you see this, your first step to solve this equation should be to first distribute equals 5x plus 10. Then, if you look at the equation, both sides, if you look at both sides of this, you notice that they're both the same. And I did a visual here before where it was, look at that. I've done that poster before where when they're both the same, that means it's infinite. But let's just make sure that it is infinite as we keep going through the problem. I'm going to go ahead and subtract 5x. I'm going to move my letters to the left. And I get 0x. And I also told you, whenever you get a 0x, it's either going to be infinite or no solution. As you keep solving the problem, 0x plus 10. And on this side, that's canceled out. And all you have is 10. Well, let's go ahead and subtract 10 to this side. I get 0. And whenever you have 0x equals 0, that's again a time for me to do an infinite sign. 0x equals 0, your answer will be infinite. Because what times 0 equals 0? What if x was 10? Would it check out? Yeah, 10 times 0 is 0. What if x was 500? What's 500 times 0? It would be 0. What if x is 1,000? 1,000 times 0 would still be 0. Okay? So that answer would always be infinite. Cool. Now, let me kind of just slide this over a little. And for this one, let me move this up just a tad. If we're solving this one, we're going to have 5x plus 10 equals x plus 30. Okay. And then, as we do that, we're going to go letters to the left. We're going to move our letter over. 4x plus 10 equals 30. And then you move your 10 over. We get 20. 4x equals 20. Divide 4. You're going to get x equals 5. Did you get a 0x? No, that's not a 0x. That's a 1x. You don't see the 1. It's invisible. But this is one answer. The only answer that'll work for this equation is if I plug in 5 here and I plug in 5 here. And both sides will equal each other. 5 times 5 is 25, plus 10 is 35. 5 plus 30 is 35, so it would check out. Okay, the only answer that would work, the one answer that would work is x equals 5. All right? So that side's done. Now let's do the other side, the last one. So this is a no solution one. So if I go ahead and go 5x plus 10, we're going to use the same kind of one to start with, equals 5 times x plus 3. A little different than the first one, the infinite one. So then my first step again is to distribute. So I distribute the 5 into the parentheses. 5x plus 15. And then I go ahead and subtract 5x, letters to the left. I move my letters to the left. 0x plus 10 equals 15. Then I subtract 10. I'm going to get 0x equals 5. What times 0 equals 5? This answer right here, you have a 0x. The only way it's infinite is if it's 0x equals 0. No, but this is 0x equals 5. So this is actually no possible way. Your answer is no solution. No solution. How many solutions are there? 0. Okay. Now, I want to see if you guys can stay with me now. We're going to move it into a new level. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead. If you have your notebooks, you're just going to keep basically going down off of this map and going down further, like down here. Oh, let me get there. Going down more on this side. Just keep going down your aisle here, but I'm going to go ahead and erase all this. And it's the same thinking map. Okay. But with my, give me a second. With this here, we're going to do it with equations, with graphing. So what if I have this here and this here, and I said these two equations was y equals 2x plus 4, y equals 2x plus 2. And if you notice, same slope. I'm getting a little quick here. I want to make sure I get all this in the video. They have the same slope, and I shouldn't circle the x's. The slopes are the 2's right there. And when they have the same slope, they are considered parallel. And you know what, guys? I kind of screwed up on you guys. This, if you're doing the same thinking map, should go right on this side because the answer is going to be no solution. This is a no solution one. Do these ever touch? So it's no solution. No solution. So I know I may have screwed up. It's okay if you want to erase it or you're just going to go ahead and move this over to this side. That's fine. All right, go ahead and write all that down. Now I'm going to show you what one solution looks like. We can still do it in the middle here. One solution would be like y equals 2x plus 2. And then y equals, if I was doing 2x plus 2, that would be my, oh, we're gonna get better than that. We can always do better than that. And if I did that, that would look like this, okay? Then from there, what if I said y equals negative x plus 2? I would also start at 2, down 1 over 1. And they would touch. And they would touch at one specific point, and that point would be 0, 1, where that answer is. But that is a one solution answer. One solution. Where the X marks the spot, that's your one solution. All right? Infinite's kind of lame. It's the same idea you're graphing, but you're basically graphing the same line on top of itself. So it would be up 2, and then up 2 over 1. So you would have this line here. Let me see if I can. And I'm going to draw it in one color. Actually, I'm going to do this color here. And then you would take this line, it'd be the same line on top of itself. And see how I did it with a bigger color here. And when they're the same lines on top of each other, they're infinite solutions. That's an infinite. All right, and I wanted to go over this concept too because you're going to see it in high school. Number of solutions in 8th grade is a big deal. In high school, they're going to go over it for sure. But you have to know with equations and with systems. Again, these are called systems of equations. When you have more than one equation to figure out one answer, all right? And if they're parallel, same slopes, okay? Make sure you get a hang of this, all right? All right, I'm going to ask you right now, go ahead and solve this problem. Now, if you solved it properly, you distribute, and then you realize real quick, oh, wait a minute, both sides are the same. You can already be done by that point. Or you can go ahead and say, all right, I'm going to do this. 0x plus 6 equals 6. I'm going to subtract 6. 0x equals 0. Infinite. All right. My eyeballs, my face. Infinite solutions. All right, guys, go ahead and solve this one. Now, how is this going to work? What are you going to do first? So you're going to go ahead and distribute first. 7x plus 28. And then what do I do on this side? Can I combine like terms? 7x plus 4. Now I'm going to go letters to the left. 0x plus 4 equals 28. Subtract 4. 0x equals 24. Nope, that's not right. That's not infinite. What times 0 equals 24? Nothing. No solution. That's a no solution. That doesn't exist. There's no way it could happen. All right? Now, what if I said this equation, 3x plus 5, and if you graphed it, and if I did what if y equals 3x minus 2, you graph that, what does this make it? Did they ever touch? No solution. And how do you know with equations, with linear equations, there's no solution? They have the same slope and they have a different y-intercept. For it to be infinite, if this y-intercept was plus 5 as well, that's the same exact equation. They would be both infinite, okay? All right, guys, do the best you can. There's going to be quizzes after this, and finish the year strong. You're going to get extra credit for all this. All right, guys, good job.